from supporting universities to funding research on Alzheimer's disease.
Oh, and we can't forget about the Giving Pledge. He and Warren Buffett pledged to give away at least half of their wealth to charity.
Yeah, that was a huge deal when they announced that. It's inspired hundreds of other billionaires to do the same. It's like they're saying, hey, it's not just about accumulating wealth, it's about using that wealth to make the world a better place.
Which is pretty amazing when you think about it. It's like a whole new way of thinking about philanthropy.
Right. It's not just about writing a check. It's about making a real commitment to giving back.
Okay, so we've talked about his work, his philanthropy, but we haven't really touched on his personal life. And let's be real, there's been some drama there too.
Yeah, there has been. The Wikipedia article mentions his marriage to Melinda French, their divorce, his children, and even his hobbies like playing bridge and reading. It gives you a glimpse into the man behind the billions,
Right, reminds us that even someone as accomplished and famous as Bill Gates is still just a person with his own passions and flaws.
Exactly. He's not just a tech icon. He's a human being with a complex personal life.
And speaking of complex, we should probably talk about the divorce. It was huge news, and the Wikipedia article hints at some less than flattering details about Gates's behavior.
Yeah, the divorce proceedings did reveal some things that tarnished his image a bit. You know, there were allegations of infidelity, questions about his association with Jeffrey Epstein.
It's a reminder that even those who seem larger than life are still capable of making mistakes.
Absolutely, no one is perfect, and everyone has their own struggles.
But even with all that, you can't deny the impact Bill Gates has had on the world, both through his work at Microsoft and his philanthropy. He's a truly remarkable figure.
No doubt about it. He's a complex and contradictory figure, but one who has undeniably shaped the world we live in.
And before we move on, we should at least mention his books. He's written quite a few over the years, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah. From The Road Ahead to Business at the Speed of Thought to How to Avoid a Climate Disaster. He's always been eager to share his thoughts and ideas with the world.
It's clear he's a deep thinker, and he's not afraid to tackle big, complex topics.
Definitely. And I think that's what makes him so fascinating. He's always pushing himself, always learning, always striving to make a difference.
So we've covered a lot of ground in this part, but there's still more to explore.
Yeah, we've only scratched the surface, really.
So make sure to join us for the final part of our deep dive, where we'll take a look at how Bill Gates has been portrayed in popular culture.
It'll be interesting to see how Hollywood has depicted this complex and controversial figure.
I'm sure there's some juicy stories there.
Oh, sure of it.
Welcome back to part 3 of our Bill Gates deep dive. It's crazy how much there is to talk about when you really start digging into his life and work.
Yeah, we've barely scratched the surface.
I know, right? But to wrap things up, I thought it would be fun to look at how Bill Gates has been portrayed in popular culture, in movies and TV shows.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. It's always fascinating to see how these